Hi and welcome to ZoomTV, the show where we explore everything that flies, drives and floats and invite you along for the experience. Well, we've got some exciting news this year. It's our 4th year and we've been moved to a different time, different day with all new segments. It's going to be fantastic. On today's show, we're coming to you from the brand new City Toyota Northbridge dealership.
We've shifted over to brand new premises at 216 Newcastle Street in Northbridge.
Well, the big man Dunko's back and him and I took a close inside look at the quit Targa West from WA.
Cars are doing over 200 kilometres an hour down in front of the river.
And thanks to Esanda, we head to Melbourne and catch up with one of their dealerships, Essendon Hyundai. The family-owned and operated Essendon Hyundai, Essendon Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Essendon Great Wall definitely have both the reputation and the team. And our very first Zoomaholic for 2014 is the owner of a 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe.
It's just one of those classic, iconic 60s cars that are still just very popular today.
And finally, our Esanda celebrity hitchhiker this week is Mr. Damien Lee. So get ready, get comfortable, because it's time for the very first episode for 2014 of ZoomTV. Last year, we introduced you to our Zoomaholic competition, where we asked you to send in a video between 1 and 2 minutes long, telling us about your car, your boat, your jet ski, your plane even, and tell us why it's so special to you. Well, one of our favourite videos we received was from Jason Fuller, introducing us to his 1966 Ford Mustang. Here it is.
G'day guys, I'm Jason Fuller and this is my 66 Mustang. 289 cubes of Ford muscle. I've done a little bit to the car, just a little bit of work, ignition, carby, extractors, just to make that nice V8 sound. All right, we've done a few things mechanically to it. Used to have drum brakes unboosted, so now we've got boosted disc brakes on it. Makes it drive and handle a lot better. Also done all the front suspension in it, so it's nice and tight. Before it was a bit scary, used to put your foot on the brake and it'd drag you over towards the gutter. But now, beautiful riding car, even the wife enjoys driving it. Also, when you have a bit of a look at it, love the beautiful old red interior, lots of chrome. Love the way they were made back in the day. But best of all, love when you get in it and start it up. Listen to this. All right, thanks for looking at my car. I'm Jason Fuller. This is my 66 Mustang and I'm a Zoomaholic.
So we've come all the way to Parkwood, Western Australia to catch up with Jason and find out a little bit more about his 1966 Mustang. Jace, how are you, bud?
Aaron, how are you?
I'm great. I'm really great standing in front of a car like this. The 1966 Mustang was one of the best years Ford produced it.
Yeah, look, 1966, it's just one of those classic, iconic 60s cars that are still just very popular today.
OK, now, how did you come about it?
Look, we're in the market for another classic car and this is something the wife has always wanted. So we started looking around, bought this one locally.
Classic cars, people can say, they come with a romance that I'm aware of, but share the romance you have with this car.
Look, you know, these old cars, they're great to drive. The sound of the V8, just the way they steer and drive is just, yeah, something special.
I think just looking at them is just, well, it just puts a grin on your face. I'm very jealous. Now, I want you to walk me through the car from front to back and just share a little bit more about the car and give us a bit more detail. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, sure.
Well, how about we start at the engine?
Yeah, no worries.
I want to see her. I really do. Now, what happened here, mate?
Oh, look, she's got a few dings and scrapes on it. I mean, it is 50 years old, so...
Makes it a little bit more special, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. But look, this is a little 289, C4 automatic transmission. We've done a little bit of work to the motor just to make it more reliable more than anything else.
I love looking at the old engines. I especially love looking at the old engines when they've been looked after. You can tell you don't just pay attention to the outside, mate. You look after the heart, don't you?
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, we drive this car every day, so it needs to be reliable. So
Now, one of my favourite things about the car, if you don't mind me, do you mind if I shut the bonnet?
yeah, sure.
Now, what I want people at home to do is listen to this. That is steel shutting. I love that. There's definitely steel under there.
Yeah, not too much plastic in these cars.
It's not. Now, this is why I'm here. I want to go for a drive. How about we go for a drive?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Mate, now this is a weird one, getting in on the driver's side. And it's beautiful. Jace, can't wait to see what this is like on the road when we go cruising. You're going to have to wait. We're going to do that a little bit later in the show. After the break, though, Ross and I visit the Perth Targa West. That's coming up on ZoomTV. Now, let's get out of here, Jace.
No worries.
Welcome back to Zoom TV. Now, this is our 4th year, and someone that's been there since the start is this man, Mr. Wayne Smith. How are you, mate?
Good, Aaron.
Mate, I'm excited. This is our 4th year. You've been with us since the start. I feel like we've grown together. City Toyota has gone through a big growth spurt. Tell us about it.
Well, it's been a fantastic journey to be with you from inception, and like you, we've gone through our own growth phase as well. So we've shifted over to brand new premises at 216 Newcastle Street in Northbridge. Huge showroom, plenty of parking, and plenty of cars to display.
And you've also got a different service option here that you're giving people as well, because you're doing service here, you're doing fleet here. Everything now is in the one place.
That's right, so a bit unusual for me to have everything all together. But we've actually got a 1300 City Toyota, so phone that and that actually can take care of your service needs. And we've got a call centre here ready to take your call for that. But you can get a mobile service, an express maintenance service, which is 1 hour, or the traditional service as well.
Which is simple. That's simple, isn't it? That's what we like doing, simplifying.
A lot of convenience options, yeah.
Okay, now talking about Toyota, it's going to be a big year for Toyota. A lot of great cars coming out. Thanks for the RAV, it's a beautiful car to drive. What else is going on in Toyota?
I did a little quick inspection and I can see there's no scratches, so I'm pretty happy so far.
So far.
It's a Corolla sedan, brand new model, just released. We've got a Kluger coming this year as well, and it's actually going to come out from America. So a first for Toyota in Australia, and the 5-star Hilux that's just come out this year as well. So some great new models to look at.
Now you've jumped on board with United Fuel Injection, and you've started the City Toyota United Fuel Zoomaholic. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's great, Aaron. It's great to be involved with one of your other partners, and hopefully together we can help grow the business.
Awesome. Thank you again.
Thanks, Aaron.
Well, we're here with Bob Schrader, the man that actually started this event some 9 years ago. Can you believe it's got this big?
Listen, I can't believe it's 9 years, Roscoe. It seems to me just like yesterday when we started it.
The amazing thing is the amount of time that's put into organising it, and shires and officials. How many officials are involved in the thing?
About 600 officials to help us run the event every year.
Now, Bob, I've got to ask, did he really win the first 2?
He did, yeah.
And no one complained about the cars being tampered with or
No.
anything happening behind the scenes?
Squeaky clean
There was
Roscoe.
no black flags?
No, squeaky clean Roscoe here.
Now, Bob, can you just explain for us what the format of the whole Targa West is about?
Well, now, if we go back to the grassroots of what tarmac rallying is about, it's amateur motorsport to give people the experience of being able to take the cars that they absolutely adore and love and work on and bring up to scratch, to take them out there and use them the way they're meant to be used on a set of roads that you can't normally do that on. But we close the roads down to enable these guys to get out there and drive their cars in the fashion that they like to. And the cars were meant to be driven in. So,
But what a tourist event as well. I mean, you cover so much turf that you'd be really showing off Western Australia to the rest of the world as well.
We are. And, some of the beautiful spots that we've got, in this event and the other events that we run here in WA, it's a showcase for WA, and it really does show off a lot of the different regions that we run through and the diverse terrain that we run over.
Now, Bob, we've got a great family night happening here where people are walking around with their kids, getting up close, getting pictures with the drivers, getting pictures with ex-drivers and stuff like that. Where does it go from here after this is the show and shine?
Yeah.
Day 2, day 3 and day 4, what are they about?
Okay. this is a this is an opportunity to show off to all of the people in Perth and to be able to get them down and have a look at it. And I'm amazed that we've got as many people as we have when it's the weather that it is, so they love it. Tomorrow we head off to 2J and to Bullsbrook, which we've got some superb stages up through those areas. And then on Sunday, of course, we've got the two big ones. We've got Malaga in the morning, which is a 12-kilometre stage with 67 instructions, so it's a pretty heavy-duty stage. And then in the afternoon, we've got the show spectacular down on the river foreshore. So showing off the city of Perth in the background, the river in the foreground, and the cars whizzing in between. It's awesome.
And of course, there are a lot of people get involved in this, Bob, sponsoring the event and getting it up and running.
There are, and look, we couldn't do it without the sponsors. We've got people like Northside Nissan who do an awesome job of supplying us with all of the vehicles that we need for our medical intervention vehicles, for all of the rest of our course cars and so on. We couldn't run the rally without that sort of support.
Now, Bob, thanks for having us here and allowing us to go
You're
through.
welcome,
And thanks for having a guy that you probably kicked out for
Thanks, Bob.
cheating. A little bit of doing the wrong thing on the track. I understand that's okay. You've mended your wounds.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Now, after the break, we're going to be catching up with the guys in the Northside Nissan GTRs. But before we go to the break, how about you officially extend the invite to this man to drive next year?
10th anniversary, Roscoe. You've got to be back. You won the first two, you better win the 10th one. Now, there's a challenge.
I'll be back. Somebody said that once, I think, didn't they?
We'll be back right after this with the guys from the GTR team from Northside Nissan.
Do you want to get more out of your diesel? Well, let the team at United Fuel Injection help you. They're the experts in diesel fuel injection, turbocharging and vehicle performance technologies. Make an appointment today and get more torque out of your diesel at unitedfuel.com.au. Welcome back to ZoomTV and our Zoomaholic special. You're on board Jason Fuller's 1966 Mustang. Jason, I'm having a ball. I love classic cars. I love what you've done here. I love this car. It's very original. You love classic cars, obviously, and you love this car, but it's more than just a love for one car. You love all classic cars.
Yeah, I'm very much an enthusiast. I just enjoy, those cars from the 50s, 60s, and I love what people do to them and the time and effort that some people put into their cars, and they really are showpieces.
So, Jace, you're not just an owner of a classic car. You actually run a group, a gang of classic car people.
Yeah, look, we run a little monthly event down at Fremantle, just called Custom Cars and Coffee.
Okay, so how did that come about?
Look, always out having a bit of a cruise, and we're sort of a little bit disappointed with, not being able to catch up with other classic car owners or, just groups of people like we used to, back in the day when I was a teenager. So decided to put an event together just to sort of attract people out of the garage and somewhere to bring their car for the day.
Because that's the thing, isn't it? Over the last couple of years, not that people have been taking advantage of people with classic cars, but kind of put all this work into it, and then people are actually paying to come and see what you guys do for a love, for a hobby.
Yeah, shows have been around for quite a while, and some people aren't into clubs either, so they just like to get their cars out on a Sunday with their families usually and go for a bit of a drive up the beach or somewhere where they can go and stop and enjoy their cars.
Have a bit of camaraderie.
Yeah.
Classic camaraderie. So if anyone wants to get involved in your group, how would they do that?
Look, we just run a Facebook page, Custom Cars and Coffee WA, and our events are free, so once a month you just come down. It's a 2-hour meet and greet. You just pull up into the car park, grab a coffee, and walk around and speak to like-minded people.
I tell you what, mate, if you shout me a coffee, we might even come to one of your events. What do you reckon?
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
Now, Northside Nissan have two cars in this year's Targa West. I'm with one of the teams right now. Now, Peter, you're driving this car. This isn't your first Targa West, is it?
No, this is our fifth attempt at Targa West.
Yeah, and how's it going so far?
Yeah, look, we were in the lead on part of today, but we're back into second at the moment. But look, we're hoping we can get back to the lead tomorrow.
Okay, so we're in day 2 of 4 days.
Correct.
We started yesterday, today's stage. What was that all about?
Well, look, today we had 2 stages out at Whiten Park, and then it took us up to the zigzag, And then from Kalamunda to Mundaring, there was an Evo that was a little bit faster than us out at Whiteman Park, but you know, the GDRs were on top at Mundaring.
Now, Scott, on to you. Now, you're the navigator, you're the thing that makes it happen. You tell him where to go.
Easy, 8 right over crest.
How have you found the race so far?
Oh, it's been very enjoyable. This is actually my first Targa West. Look, it's a fantastic event, and I think Ross Dunkerton's put together a great event.
Okay, guys, this is the question I want you to answer. I'll put it out to both of you. You both can have a little bit of an input into this. What do you think that makes the GTR so successful in races like this?
I think it's been a well-developed car. You know, Nissan built a good car to start with, and it is very stable on the long-flowing, high-speed stuff, so it's really well designed for this sort of road event.
Okay. Now, guys, you've got 2 more days to go. I wish you luck. We're going to be there on Sunday at the end. Hopefully you're number 1. Okay, I'm backing you. Ross is with the other team. We'll find out exactly how Ross is going with them. Don't forget, if you want to know more about the GTR, go to northsidenissan.com.au, friends of ZoomTV.
You're watching ZoomTV.
I'm here with Northside Nissan's second entry in this year's Targa West. Another mighty Nissan GDR. John Paul and Lisa. Now, you're going pretty well.
Yeah, we're in 4th place at the moment. We're about 4 seconds behind another GDR. Tomorrow's a big day. We head up to 2J. It's big open tracks up there.
Of course, the Nissan is well known for its road holding and speed, and you've got a couple of Porsches there that are battling with you, but I'm sure the Nissan will be the one.
Well, the gentleman's always there, nipping at the heels.
Yeah.
He's a really intelligent driver, but I think the GDRs are actually pretty handy at taking a few wins. So.
Well, you've been doing this event now for 8 years, I believe.
Yeah, 8 years. I started back in 05. I admired your work, so I had to get the Evo 9, so I was always a fan. 2 years ago, decided to step up to the GDR. It seemed to be the car of choice, and Northside definitely helped us get into that.
Now, the final day, of course, is back in town, around the city.
Yep, so on the Sunday we come down to Malaga and we tear up the industrial area a little bit, and then we move into the city to Langley Park and up and down Riverside Drive. It's hard to actually make up places on that last leg, but I'm thinking if I'm behind, I'm going to give it a push still.
So that'll be your job, Lisa, to get the rate up a bit.
Absolutely. We've played really well in the car together this year, and the car is brilliant, service crew is brilliant, JP's got a lot of experience behind him, and we're doing really well together in the car. I think we've got a mojo on this year, so look out, I would say.
Excellent. Well, that's the story. Northside Nissan entries 2nd and 4th with 2 days to go. Now, if you want to find out any more information about these mighty cars, click onto northsidenissan.com.au.
At John Hughes, they're a friendly and efficient company trading with integrity and determined to give their customers the very best of service. So to get a great deal on your next new or pre-owned vehicle, head into John Hughes. They stock a full range of new Hyundai, Volkswagen, Mitsubishi, Ford, Kia, and now the new ZX. They can also offer you competitive and hassle-free finance options. To get a great deal, go to johnhughes.com.au, your car buying destination. What a beast. I tell ya, we'll be back to take an even closer look at Jason's 1966 Ford Mustang. Now, if you want to become a Zoomaholic, it's easy. All you've got to do is make a video between 1 and 2 minutes long telling us all about anything that you have that's cool, that flies, drives or floats, and why you love it. We're coming back after this break here on ZoomTV. Welcome back to ZoomTV. I'm still with this week's Zoomaholic, Jason Fuller, and his 1966 Mustang. Jace, how are you again?
Good.
Now, I've got a couple of fast facts I want to talk to you about.
Hit me with them.
Okay, because I'm good, okay? In 1966, Ford actually produced their 1 millionth Mustang. Also in 1966, they produced just over 600,000 Mustangs, primarily the coupe, but they also did the convertible and, of course, the fastback, the very popular fastback.
Fastback was very popular.
And I've got one more fastback for you, which is going to impress you, because this particular vehicle here, you could buy brand new between $2,500 and $3,000.
I wish I would have paid that for it now. They're valued at about 25, 30 grand now.
There you go, you win. Mate, you've been a very, very big champion. We really appreciate it. Thanks for sending through your video. And we look forward to catching up when you actually put a bit more, take away the wrinkles, I reckon.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay, now you've got an event coming up.
Yeah, look, 9th of March, we actually have a special event down at Custom Cars and Coffee. But it's April this year, it's the 50th anniversary of the Mustang.
There you go.
So we're attracting all the Mustangs we can in Perth to come down, join in the fun, line them up in all the decades so you can see just how they progress through the years. And actually that footage and that video is going to go over to the United States with the celebration over there, just to show what Perth did for the 50th anniversary.
Just stick it up the Yanks, I love it. Now, if you'd like to be a Zoomaholic, it's simple. Go to our website, all the conditions are there. Upload a video between 1 and 2 minutes long, telling us everything there is to know about anything that you own that flies, drives and floats, and of course, just how much you love it. And then send that link to IamAZoomaholic@zoomtv.com.au. And you never know, you could be on the show. What do you think of when I say the words car salesman? Well, I'm betting most of you get a little bit anxious, and that's because you're hanging on to a myth, a fictional character that now only exists in the movies. You see, in large dealerships, car salesmen, they no longer exist. So today, thanks to Esanda, I'm going to take you inside Essendon Hyundai, Essendon Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Essendon Great Wall, all of whom are part of a large family-owned and operated automotive group based right here in Melbourne, to show you just how much commitment, drive, teamwork and how much infrastructure it takes to compete not only for your custom, but your ongoing loyalty. Nowadays, you have more choice of who to buy your next car from. This gives you more buying power, but make sure you deal with the right dealership. But how do you choose who to trust? Well, pay attention and I'll explain. Firstly, you can't buy a reputation. You have to earn it over time and constantly maintain it by improving and evolving the things that you do. You do this by paying attention to your customers, listening to their needs and addressing their every want. Secondly, you need to have a team that will deliver on the promise to offer the highest level of service, a team so proud and so motivated that they work seamlessly to ensure every expectation from a customer is met without compromise. The family-owned and operated Essendon Hyundai, Essendon Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Essendon Great Wall definitely have both the reputation and the team. They also have an abundance of experience. Many employees have worked here for years. And this feeling doesn't fade after you make your purchase. You are continuously offered support from real people, people who are seriously obsessed with providing you with a service and are absolutely committed to you as they are the brand they represent. Now, Paul, they say it starts at the top. You're one of the leaders here. What are your values?
Well, certainly not about me, this place. It starts from where we've come from, really. My grandfather started in the 60s, then my father got involved and I got thrown in the deep end pretty young. Very early on, worked out that in a growing cost environment, things are always going up in price. We all know that, don't we? And really in cars, prices are always under pressure down, very competitive. So scale is what we felt we needed to pursue to be able to get that equation to work. And that's what we've set about doing the last 10, 15 years.
I suppose the secret is you want your customers to come back, don't you?
Yeah, we do, and the key is that you use your crew. You know, the people that we prefer to see come through our dealership and are very passionate about their role and, as I say, the brands and our customers. And again, that makes me pretty proud. There's a lot of people here that they earn good money, they have successful careers, they have good family lives as well. We try and keep a balance there.
Well, thanks for having us around your dealership. I really appreciate it.
No worries.
So, Steve, you've been part of the group for 18 years. That's a long time.
Yep.
What keeps you motivated?
People is the short answer. When we first started, it was the people I worked with, really good bunch of people to work with. And then when we started out here at Essendon, it was the people that worked for me. And we managed to build a really good, close-knit team that worked together to get the job done.
Now, Matt, you recently won the Service Manager of the Year award for G. What's your secret?
Secret has to be the team that I'm involved in, from service, parts, sales, everything. All the guys are pulled together, make sure that we give the customers what they need and, well, it seems to be what they like.
You know, you won't find flashy suits, ties or even salespeople covered in bling at Essendon Hyundai, Essendon Chrysler Jeep Dodge or Essendon Great Wall. But what you will find is people, real people that are totally committed, honest and want to help you. If you would like to experience the feeling of dealing with a real person, drop into Essendon Hyundai, Essendon Chrysler Jeep Dodge or Essendon Great Wall, or simply follow the links from ZoomTV.
Now, if you own a rig like this or similar, and many of us do, It's probably powered with a diesel turbo engine, and of course those engines need to be serviced, but there is one part that we don't look at normally, and that's the intercooler. Now the intercooler of course is a radiator that cools the air down before it goes into the engine for more performance. Now the team here at United Fuel Injection know all about it, and today Matt Craig is going to show us all the little loopholes in looking at an intercooler. Matt, the intercooler is something that people don't worry about because it's out of sight, out of mind, isn't it?
It is. It's normally tucked in behind the bumper or it's on top of the engine. It's not something people pay a lot of attention to because it's there and they maybe don't understand what it does.
Right.
So the intercooler cools the charge air temperature. After it's come out of the turbocharger, it's hot because it's been compressed. So the intercooler will cool it down, denser air into the engine, better efficiency, better performance, all that sort of thing.
Right, now if I've got an earlier model diesel that doesn't have a intercooler on, you guys can fit it, and what sort of added performance would we get?
Yeah, we can fit intercoolers to most of the aftermarket turbo stuff or the factory turbo stuff. Sometimes they don't have it.
Yep.
It will increase your torque, normally increase your fuel economy, power, all that sort of thing. Just gets the engine efficiency up a bit. The cooler the air going in the engine, the higher the efficiency.
Right, now with servicing it, you said, you know, you're looking for leaks and that sort of stuff, but how do you pick it? Is there a noise?
There can be a noise or there can be a visible sign from oil leaking out of the crack. Intercoolers get oil in them just by a natural process that comes through the compressor cover into the intercooler, and you can see it leaking out. You can have a visual look. This one's, all the fins are damaged.
Yep.
Because it hangs down under the car and it's been damaged by rocks and gravel roads and stuff.
So what sort of costs to replace something like that or repair it?
Look, they can be sort of $300 to $500 for a replacement unit, you know, up to $1,000. Some of the bigger ones can be, you know, $900 to $1,200 as a replacement.
Thanks, Matt.
No worries, Ross.
Good. Well, that's the good oil from Matt Craig at United Fuel Injection. If you want to find out any more info, click on to zoomtv.com.au and follow the links to United Fuel Injection.
The Toyota Camry is somewhat of a legend in Australia. Reliable, comfortable, value for money. Now, the new model, the limited edition Camry Atara R, has all of that, but can now add stylish and class-leading to its long list of accolades. Based on the Camry Altice, it adds more than $3,000 worth of safety equipment and styling features, many of which were only previously available in the more expensive models. The Atara R has a sportier look than the standard Camry, thanks to the use of a front sports bumper and grille, sports side skirts, and a dual exhaust diffuser, which, by the way, adds 2 kilowatts of power to the 2.5-litre four-cylinder engine. It has 17-inch alloy wheels and special edition badges to let others know you're not in just any Toyota Camry. All versions of the Toyota Camry are designed and tailored to meet Australian driving conditions and the tastes of Aussie drivers. That includes steering, suspension, and general handling. And it all works, and works very well. Inside, the Camry Atara R gains a premium 3-spoke steering wheel with audio controls and a 6.1-inch screen display with reversing camera. It features an eco indicator and all the usual USB and audio connectivity. The Camry is very well equipped in the safety field with 7 airbags, vehicle stability control and traction control. CO2 emissions have been reduced by about 10% on the previous model. Now, this is a slightly firmer ride than you would expect from Camry, but as a direct result, handling has improved dramatically. You don't wobble around or lurch into corners as much as we used to. It's really a nice feeling. The ride is smooth and quiet, and the brand new 2.5-litre engine is matched to a 6-speed automatic transmission for the first time. The powertrain provides strong torque and excellent fuel consumption. G'day, Wayne.
Hey Alan, welcome to City Toyota.
Thanks, good to see you again. What can you tell me about the Atara R?
The Atara R is a limited edition model. It's actually locally produced, and the unique feature about that is that you get 4 years fixed price servicing. So it's $130 every service over the 4 years. They also give you 4 years roadside assistance as well.
Fantastic, and what does the special edition mean to us?
So a special edition is a limited run. So the manufacturer produces a limited run of vehicles, and they put some features on the vehicle that me as a dealer or you privately can't replicate that. and also can't do it as cheap as we can do at the factory. So for the consumer, you get thousands worth for little extra.
Speaking of money, how much?
So the car is retailed at $35,490 drive away, but bear in mind you get the extra features. So we've got the side skirts, digital audio screen, premium steering wheels, fog lamps, great alloy wheels and a dual exhaust system as well.
The front seats are spacious and provide good support. There's plenty of knee room and head space is better than average for this class. Seating is set up to provide good width for 2 occupants in the back seats, with the area between them left for occasional use by adults or a child seat. The windscreen pillars have been slimmed down from what they used to be and no longer hinder front vision to the extent they did in previous models. Toyota Camry has the impressive record of being the #1 seller in its segment in Australia for the past 18 years. And this new model, the Special Edition Atara R, will keep it at the front of that list for a very long time to come. Go to citytoyota.net.au or follow the links from zoomtv.com.au.
We're at day 4 of the Quick Targa West Northside Nissan 2013 Challenge, Roscoe.
Mate, this is exciting stuff. I can't believe it, but they've closed off the foreshore here in Perth, right in front of the city. And cars are doing over 200 kilometres an hour down in front of the river. 2.6 kilometres, 3 times they do it. And it's so close at the front, only a matter of seconds between first and second. A really exciting stuff.
It's very loud down here at the foreshore. We're getting very close to the action. Now, you wouldn't believe it, 3 of the top 4 cars are actually Nissan GTRs. The rumour is Northside Nissan reckon they can get a 1, a 2 and a 3.
But there's been a problem.
There has been a problem. One of the Northside Nissan teams did not finish. Now, I backed Peter Rullo, and apparently Peter Rullo has let me down.
Driver error. It wouldn't be the car. It wouldn't be the car.
Maybe conditions. It's been a bit wet. Beautiful day here in Perth, though. So let's go and meet some people, Roscoe.
Okay.
Let's go.
One stage to go and sitting in...
We're currently in third at the moment.
Third. So 2.6k to go and on the podium.
That's right, we've only got to get through one more time. A couple of guys in front of me, 30 odd seconds in front, and a mistake can easily make you drop 30 seconds. So we're just going to hang on for that one more.
And how's the car been going?
It has not missed a beat all weekend. We've had no dramas at all. It's been great.
What's going on? You both look sad. What's wrong?
We've had better days.
I've heard the rumours. Where's your car? There's no car.
We're pushing on the 2J stage and we got a couple hundred metres before the end and we're pushing out around the right-hander and just on the exit of the right-hander I wrecked a throttle out of the corner and just stepped out violently on me. I wasn't expecting it. We were running second I think by about 20 seconds at that point and we'd cut it down to I think about 17, 12 was it? Yep. So look, we were on track to probably be in the lead by the end of the day.
Now, you want to thank Northside Nissan for helping you be at the event, and obviously you want to thank Pete for helping you finish the event. We'll leave it there. What do you reckon?
Cheers, mate.
I did. Now, you want to thank Northside Nissan for helping you be at the event, and obviously you want to thank Pete for helping you finish the event. We'll leave it there. What do you reckon?
Cheers, mate.
Now, still charging hard. I don't know if we're going to get fourth. There's a bit of a gap, but you never know. 3 stages to go, Ross.
How long? How long are stages?
We've got 3 stages at about 2.5k. So
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Never give up. Hey, but we're not giving up.
Right, good one. How's it going?
We had a bit of a slow start on the Thursday, and Friday morning we started at the back of all the classics, and we've been pegging our way back up, and we're up to 5th outright in the classics now. Still charging hard. I don't know if we're going to get 4th. There's a bit of a gap, but you never know. 3 stages to go, Ross.
How long? How long are stages?
We've got 3 stages at about 2.5k. So
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Never give up. Hey, but we're not giving up.
Right, good one.
Now you guys are currently winning at the moment. 3 events to go.
Yep.
What's your strategy from here?
Get to the finish line in front. We've got a 14-second lead with three to go. Only some short stages in here.
Tell us about your car.
2005 Mitsubishi Evo 8 MR. It was a circuit racing car that we converted to a rally car for this event. And the engine, nothing flash. We gave it a dyno tune, put it on some good race fuel, and it's been really, really quick so far. So.
Guys at the end, okay?
Yeah, we'll
Good
be
luck
there.
to you. Get in there and get out there and kick some ass.
Thanks. Yeah, it took a little while on Friday to get used to each other, but since then, mate, it's been a dream. It's been really good.
All right, well, hopefully we'll see you guys at the end, okay?
Yeah, we'll
Good
be
luck
there.
to you. Get in there and get out there and kick some ass. I'm with the guys in the Amarok. Now, how's it coming?
Hey, we've been competitive.
Where do you think you're going to finish? You've got one lap to go.
We've got to make up 2 minutes on a course that's 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
So yeah, not going to happen, mate. Not going to happen. So yeah, we're going to finish 6th. We're going to finish 6th. Unless they crash, the car, then we're going to finish 5th.
I was going to say, you always look in a positive way.
How have you been going?
Good. Friday was fun. We had a bit of an issue at Watton Park. He told me to slow down for the speed bumps. I saw the cameras, went flat out. Car got airborne. We ripped the diff coiler off, so we blew the diff.
So where are you lying outright?
We think we're about 5 or 6 up from the bottom. Being a V8, it didn't like Malaga with all the turns, so the power steering pump let go. So we were running half of Malaga in the first city stage with no power steering, which is interesting.
Yeah, you'll be right.
We've lost a couple of cars between stage 1 and 2.
Today we're going to look at a market where there really is only 2 key players. That's Ford and Holden. Now there are other manufacturers of utilities, but they don't step up to the plate when it comes to mumbo performance and good looks. Today it's the Ford Falcon Utility XR6 Brute Ute. Now we're going to look at how this tradesman workhorse has morphed itself into an Aussie icon. Firstly, you need horsepower, and Ford offer a range of tech-advanced engines from the torquey 4-litre 16 to the fire-breathing 16 turbo and an economical but powerful, rigorously tested Eco LPI engine. Our demonstrator vehicle today is a naturally aspirated engine, yet boasts 195 kilowatts of power and 391 newton metres of torque, which means some serious muscle for your money. Next, you need a gearbox that can handle the power, and the XR6 comes in a responsive 6-speed manual transmission or an automatic ZF 6-speed gearbox. Combine these 2 factors with car-like front suspension and precision-tuned rear suspension, and you've got yourself a beast of a ute with a smooth ride. Now, the XR6 does stand out in the crowd. Why? Because of its sleek design. Also, it has a low centre of gravity, big bold 18-inch wheels, colour coordinated rear vision mirrors, and up the front a big bold grille including fog lights. Throw in a choice of colours and a number of trim options and you have one sexy ute. Once inside, the difference between the styling of the sedan and the ute is slim, with the XR6 decked out with all the features discerning buyers would expect. Bluetooth mobile phone integration, steering wheel function controls and cruise control, as well as a multi-function display, all aided by a massive 8-inch colour touch display screen. There's a generous space behind the seats that also gives you a lockable storage area. An extensive airbag system which includes side and thorax airbags, an immobiliser, fatigue warning system and keyless entry. Now it's all pretty nice in here. The driver's seat has a position sensor, automatic climate control, power windows and a top-of-the-range sound system. Now this rig has a large back deck area and can carry just over ½ a tonne, and if you've got a brake trailer you can tow 2.3 tonne. Now the tub liner comes as standard equipment and that is a must. I don't know how many utes you've seen with big dents out the side. These things enhance the beauty of your car and add to the resale value if you trade up to a new rig. At the moment, the XR6 Ute comes with a 5-year, 200,000 kilometre new car warranty and a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. To test drive one or find out more information, simply call into John Hughes in Victoria Park or log on to zoomtv.com.au.
Mr. Damien Leith,
Hey,
how are you?
how's it going? How you doing?
Mate, good. Thank you very much. Look, you've got coffees ready.
Coffee's ready. I ordered it, got ahead of time, you know.
Now, mate, welcome to Perth.
No, hey, I love being in Perth. This is my third trip to Perth this year, so yeah, it's a home away from home, kind of.
Mate, you know what I do? Sometimes when I go to meet celebrities, I tell my family and friends about it. I'm saying, I get to meet Damien Leith soon. My mother loves you. My sister loves you. Friends, family, roommates, everybody loves Damien Leith. But where have you been?
The last 2 years, I've been kind of, well, I had brought out an album called Roy, a tribute to Roy Orbison. And,
Which was beautiful.
It went really well, and it was really specific, you know, the style of it. So I've spent the last while writing new songs. I built a studio and I've been working in there fairly much non-stop. So excited that later this year, the big unveil of those new songs.
Which is awesome. And when you put that much time into it, you know they're going to be good.
Well, you know, honestly, I think these are easily the best stuff I've done to date.
Now, I always have to ask this because that's what the Celebrity Hitchhiker is about. And one thing I guess I'd love to ask is how kids at home, how people at home can copy what you've done or even respectfully do it better by getting advice from you. What would you say to someone at home, a young aspiring singer, to help them get to where you are, which is successful?
Oh, look, I think perseverance is a big thing. You know, you got to believe in yourself and you got to really, don't always take no for an answer, but you got to get advice. The majority of younger acts that I'm meeting now, a lot of them are so new to it that there's so many different things that don't know about it, and that little bit of advice can go a long, long way. So I reckon perseverance and a lot of advice, put it together, and with a hit song in there as well, which would be great, and you're home free.
Okay, Damien, now it's time for the hard point of the interview. This is the nitty-gritty Esanda Fast Five.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay,
Pumped.
what was the first car you ever owned?
A Nissan Pintara, 1986.
You even say it right, Nissan Pintara. Well done. What is your opinion of the worst car?
I don't like the little smart cars. I don't know why I don't like them. They could be great. I have no idea, but I see them and I go,
I know.
I just don't know what the point is.
What is your opinion of the best car?
Probably best, I'm going to go to what I love the most.
Okay, well that's...
versus the best.
Okay.
I like a nice little Porsche Cabriolet.
And what car do you currently drive?
I have a Mazda CX-9.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. But I've got 5 in our family now. It's a 7-seater, so we're in the 7-seater category.
So you got 2 more to fill, or
No.
is that for is that for the parents?
No, they're spare. We've got to have, we got to have room for something, you know. So.
Okay, what is your biggest fear?
I reckon my biggest fear must be bungee jumping. It's got to be. I've chickened out of it on a few occasions, and that must be an indication that it's just not for me.
Now, mate, I've got to say, it's been a true honour with you today, only because I followed your career, I did. That was before I was on TV. I thought you did an amazing job. I thought you kicked ass, actually. But your song, as I said, was in my car, and I'm meeting you. So how about, we take it out like,
We're standing here a little scared, but I don't care. This kind of moment is only alone, and come on. I wanna remember that look in your eye. The night of my life. The night of my life.
Mate, you've been a gentleman. Thank you very
Pleasure.
much. Really
Pleasure.
enjoyed meeting you.
Not a problem.
Well, that's it. We're done. Now, if you'd like to know any more information about anything from today's show, go to our website, zoomtv.com.au. You can access discounts from our premium partners, enter our free competitions, or even become a Zoomaholic. Now, all you've got to do is upload a video between 1 and 2 minutes long about your car, your boat, your bike, your plane even, and tell us why it's so special to you. Upload your video to YouTube, send us a link at iamazumaholic@zoomtv.com.au. Bye for now, and thanks for watching. And that's a wrap.